There's just something about fishing in the cold that really fires me up. Maybe it's the snowy aesthetic, maybe it's the lack of other people, or maybe I just feel that when the bite's tough, it's so much more rewarding to catch a nice fish. Stick around with me as I try to go after some big winter striper.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's like, that's a 10 plus pounder. All right, y'all. It's a beautiful morning for some striper fishing. I just saw one jump. Okay, we're gonna be in business. What the heck? Building a bridge. All right, guys, it is a beautiful 22-degree morning here at the river. Trying to catch some stripers. Stick around, it's gonna be a great time. All right, so I upgraded my gloves situation. I got these now. And I'm using a new rod today. This is a like heavier side ugly stick, but I know it's gonna be useful because I've fished here in 20 degrees several other times and bait casters just don't function. It's crazy. You might know what I'm talking about. Like literally you'll turn the handle to reel and it just won't reel. So yeah, I'm trying a spinning setup. I have 30-pound braid on this to a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. I'm gonna fish up this way a little bit, just because I think this is where most of the big fish are. And I'll kind of work my way back to where I just was. Kind of surprised there's no kayaks or boats or anything. I mean, guys, when it's 20 degrees out, it's a good time to go fishing because nobody else wants to go fishing. So you really get the spot to yourself. I say that, somebody's gonna pull up in a bass boat in 3 seconds just because I said that. Another advantage of a spinning rod is it's a lot easier to use with heavy gloves. Man, I need to get a striper, dude. A striper in the snow, that would be such a cool thing. Striper in the snow. Oh my gosh, something's busting right there at the surface. Let me throw right in there. Oh, something busting again. All right, come on, hit it. Oh crap, I'm stuck on line, I can feel it. Oh, please don't break off, dude. I really don't want to retie this leader and lose an A-rig. I can see my A-rig under the surface. It's caught on fishing line. No, no! Okay, I need to make a mental note of this. This rock right here. This is where the snag is. Okay, I got another A-rig on there. This is a heavier A-rig. Hopefully I can use this thing on a 3/4 ounce spinning setup. Such a cool vibe, dude, with the snow and the steam coming off the water. Well, been casting for like probably a half hour now. No bites yet. I've seen some small fish hit top water. I don't know if that was shad running from striper, or I don't know if it was just white bass hitting little shad. If I had to guess, I'd say it was probably white bass hitting little shad. It's weird because if I don't catch anything today, this will be my 4th trip in a row with no fish. Which I say that's weird because my first 4 trips here, I did really well every time. So I had 4 successful trips, and then my last 3 trips have all been skunks. Oh my gosh, again? Dude. Oh, that one feels stuck. Shoot. Dang it. Y'all, I've already lost like $45 worth of rigs today, and I haven't even caught a fish yet. Okay, I'm just gonna try a single paddle tail for a minute. But this is a lot bigger bait, just individually, than the A-rig. So it has more big fish potential. Guys, I've been fishing for 2 hours now. Not a bite.
Now, you may be wondering why the first half of this video is just me breaking off A-rigs and not catching any fish. And that's because I'm trying to keep it real with you guys. Yes, even at a warm water power plant pumping out 55-degree water while the rest of the river is 39 degrees, you can still get skunked. But not to worry, y'all, because I came back to this spot a few days later and caught a pretty nice one.
All right guys, today we are fishing another power plant discharge. It's February, but we are on a little bit of a warming trend. It's about 45 degrees today. Stick around. If you're watching this, I caught fish. All right, so we're not even gonna fish from the boat today because of this dumb, like, I don't know, trash barrier, whatever this white thing is. It'd be like impossible to fish over both of those barriers. Also, I mean, like, if you're watching this, I caught fish. I have no expectations right now, absolutely none. Typically, the water here, when they're generating a lot, is coming out at like 53 degrees, 55 degrees, maybe 60. It's like 38.5 degrees right now, which, from what I could tell from my drive over here, is the exact same temperature as the rest of the river. That A-rig looks absolutely money though. That thing looks amazing. So yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go. The water's cold as heck. Typically it's warm coming out of here, so I don't know if the fish are gonna be biting. I mean, maybe they are. Sometimes you can catch them when the water's cold. And there is more. Oh my gosh, no way, giant striper, first cast. First cast. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's like, that's a 10 plus pounder. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, you can still catch them when the water's cold. Oh my gosh. All right, that's like a 15 pounder. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's bigger than 15. Oh my gosh. That's like a 20 pounder or bigger. Oh my gosh. I gotta land this thing. Oh my gosh, this could be a PB. The current's running so strong though. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, come on. Dude, that thing's giant. That thing's freaking giant. Oh no, he's way in the middle. Come on. Come on. I'm barely moving him. Oh my gosh. Oh, don't go under that barrier, come on. I think one of the other hooks might have gotten him in the side. Maybe, okay. I think maybe he's like a 20 pounder and one of the other hooks got him in the side, so he's just fighting crazy hard. He definitely bit. I watched him come up and smoke it. And he's hooked in the mouth too, but he's like double hooked. He's hooked in the mouth and the side. I'm barely making progress on him. Okay, he's coming a little closer. Come on, do not lose him. Come on. Come on. That's still a giant fish. Yeah, I think it's like a 15 pounder. Could be a little bigger than 15, I don't know. Big fish. Okay, he lost the front hook. So he's only hooked in the side right now. Come on. Got him, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, okay, that's like a 15 pounder. Yeah, so that's a legit catch. This water's clear as heck. I watched this thing come up and smoke it. I don't know what happened. He got the front hook, and then he got the side hook, and then he got unhooked on the front. I've had this happen before, but that thing freaking smoked it. Watched it clear as day. This water has like 7 feet of visibility, and I was reeling this thing near the top. I wonder if you could see that on camera. Honestly, you might be able to. Okay, so that's hilarious. I was saying the water's cold, might not catch fish, and then first cast, I get a freaking giant. Yeah, so it's not a 20 pounder, but it looks like it's maybe like a, I don't know, 15 pounder maybe. It's a dang big fish. Okay guys, this net weighs like 2.02. Oh my gosh, that's a big one. It's like 19.1, 18.5, 18.7. Okay, we'll average it at like 18.7. Minus 2 pounds, that's a 16 pounder. Okay. Whew. Look at that thing, guys. Oh my gosh. It's like, what, 16.5 pounds, I think? Oh my gosh. Look at that beast. Look at him. Look at the size. Okay, we gotta put this guy back. Insane, absolutely insane. All right, see ya, dude. He's ready to go. There he goes. That's so sick. That is so sick. Guys, that's the 3rd biggest striper I've ever caught. I just got it on my first cast, and dude, this water's freezing. It's 38 degrees. I was like, my expectations were nothing. That was my first cast. 16 pounder, just smokes it. Okay, so first cast curse is a real thing. So if we don't catch another fish today, I will not be surprised. But it's a Saturday, we got plenty of time. I think we might get a few more. That's sick. Yeah, so 2 very interesting takeaways from that. Number 1 is they'll still bite in 38-degree water. And number 2, I no longer have waterproof boots. I stepped into my ankle and it started rushing in. That sucks. That really sucks. I guess, I mean, when you're fishing on these really sharp rocks all the time, eventually one's gonna slice your boot open. Oh well. All right, line feels good, no frays. Always gotta check that after you catch one. Also, did you guys like that drag clicker? I didn't know, but you can actually add aftermarket drag clickers to a lot of bait casters. I had no idea you could do that. I thought it was really cool. I had to order this from Europe. It was 40 bucks. Don't know if that was worth it, but you know, whatever. Dude, fishing with A-rigs is so messy. Because I mean, they'll bite it and then they swim away from you. So the rest of the hooks are now on the side of their body because the head's facing away from you because, you know, they're swimming away from where you're reeling. And then they get hooked in the side, and then the side hook, this bar here is shorter than this hook. So then when you pull on it, the ones that's got all the tension, this one that's in the mouth gets loose, pops out, they're hooked in the side, and it makes the fight 10 times harder. Lose fish, you bend out hooks. Worst thing is when you hook them in the side like that, it just tires the fish out a lot more. Makes them more likely to die when you're handling them. But that's really only a problem in the summer. I mean, with how cold this water is, I mean, it's crazy oxygenated. If you guys didn't know, water holds a lot more oxygen when it's cold. Man, I really hope I do not get an A-rig stuck in that bridge. That would suck. I've only got one of these nice 5-wire rigs. I'm only running 3 hooks on there because that's all that's legal. But I've only got one of these nice 5-wire rigs with blades on it. I lose 1 to 2 of those every single time I come to this spot. Man, I hope the old first cast fish curse doesn't take effect today. But it almost always does. Especially when it's a nice fish. If you get like a little dink on the first cast, it's usually not a big deal, but if you get a nice one on the first cast, that's usually a day ender right there.
Well guys, the first cast fish curse ended up holding true once again. I fished for another 3 hours and not a bite. I tried all sorts of striper lures, jerk baits, 6-inch spoons, big solo swim baits, you name it, and not a bite. But you know what? that's okay, because any day where I go out and even catch one big striper is a good day. I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed, please do me a favor and subscribe.